Hello everybody, I'm Phil Flynn, Senior Market Analyst at the Price Futures Group as well as a Fox Business Network contributor. Do you know where your yield curve is? That's right. The yield curve is inverted. Oh my goodness, people are panicking in the streets because the yield curve inversion, when the short end of the curve, pays a higher dividend than the long end of the curve, people start to freak out. Why do they do that? Well, some prognosticators believe that an inverted yield curve signals a recession sometimes in the future. When in the future? Well, you can't be too sure. Could be 6 months, could be 6 years, or could be somewhere in between. In other words, we don't know if this inverted yield curve is actually signaling anything. It might be signaling that the Cubs are going to win another World Series. It might be signaling, the end of the universe. Or it might be a situation where the market is out of step with the rest of the globe. The U.S. has been raising interest rates. Now they're talking about lowering interest rates, but when they raised interest rates, the rest of the world was going the other way. That created a yield inversion between our markets and markets around the world. That made U.S. investments more attractive, more money came here, and because we were not getting as much yield in other countries, people put it here in the U.S. They were willing to lose yield in the short term just to get their money away from where they were losing money in the other end of the globe. Does that sound like a recession to you? Well, maybe not, but I'll tell you this. You do have to take some of these warnings a little bit seriously, but don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Keep in mind that in 2005, when people said that the yield curve predicted the financial crisis, it took almost 3 years for it to develop. And by the time it developed, you could have left a lot of profits on the table because before the yield curve inverted, the stock market ran up to one high after new high after new high. So be cautious, but don't sell your portfolio because of the inverted yield curve, because the recession could be very far away, and that's your trader tip for today.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.